Hello everyone, welcome to the Educational Narzo channel. Today I am going to cover exception handling in PLSQL. Before going to the session, first let's see agenda of this session. Here you can see the agenda of this today's session. First, what is meant by exception? Second, where it is used. Next, syntax of exception handling, types of exception handling, and last one, advantages of exception handling. So first point is what is meant by exception. In simple words, exception means errors. An error condition during a program execution is nothing but an exception. PLSQL facilitates programmers to catch such conditions using exception block in the program, and an appropriate action is taken against the error condition. So this exception will be cached in exception block. Next point is where it is used. The exception can be placed after the begin block if we want to add exception handling code. Now next point is syntax of exception handling. Here you can see first is the declare block. In declare block we can declare the variables. Next is begin block, means whatever you want to select, means select statement is used in begin block. Now next block is an exception block. In this exception block means here when exception 1, then corresponding to that exception 1 handling statement will be executed. When exception 2, then corresponding to that exception 2 handling statement will be executed. When exception 3, then corresponding to that exception 3 handling statement will be executed. And last, when others, then means here in this program there are other errors are occurred, so that errors are handled in this others block. So here you can learn the syntax of exception handling through the diagram. Similarly, first is the declare block. In declare block we can declare the variables. Next block is the begin block. In begin block select statement is used. Next block is the exception block. In exception block, when exception is occurred, then corresponding to that exception handling statement will be executed. Next point is types of exception handling. There are two types of exception, namely first is system defined exception and second is user defined exception. So first of all we will see what is meant by system defined exception. System defined exception in the sense predefined exception, means those exceptions are defined by system, means are defined by Oracle, and system defined exceptions are divided into two categories, named system exception and unnamed system exception. So first we will see what is meant by named system exception. Means this exception have predefined name by the system like no data found, too many rows, zero divide, etc. The list is quite big. So here we will discuss some of the most commonly used exceptions. At last we will see practically one by one exception. So first is no data found exception. This exception is occurred when the select into statement returns no rows. Second, too many rows, means this exception is occurred when a select into statement returns more than one rows. Third, zero divide exception, means this exception is occurred when dividing with 0. Next exception is the unnamed system exception. Means Oracle doesn't provide name for some system defined exceptions, so it's called unnamed system exceptions. These exceptions don't occur frequently. In this type of exception, there is only one exception, is the when others then. Means in our program there are some others error are occurred and that error are handled in this others block. So next second type of exception is the user defined exception. Means those exceptions are defined by users. Means here user can create its own exception according to the need. To raise this exception explicitly, raise command is used. Now last point is the advantages of exception handling. So first advantage is improves readability by letting us isolate error handling routines and thus providing robustness. Second, provides reliability instead of checking for different types of errors At every point we can simply write them in exception block. And if error exists, exception will be raised, thus helping the programmer to find out of the error and eventually resolve it. Means here we don't need to check error at every line of the program. So let's see practically now how to deal with system defined exception and user defined exception. So let's see practical now. Here first is the declare block. In declare block we declare two variables, ename and eSalary, and here is the data type declaration, and data type is declared using the type attribute. Next is the begin block. In begin block I want to select employee name and salary of the employee whose employee ID is 106. If this condition is fulfilled, then name and salary of the employee will be displayed. But if this condition is not fulfilled, means if the record is not exist, then no data found exception will be occurred. Here you can see the output of this program is no records, because in my database there is no record of 106. That's why output is no records. Here you can see PLSQL procedure successfully completed. Now next exception is zero divide exception. Here you can see we declare three variables as well as initialize the variables. First is the a variable and its value is 20. Second variable is the b and its value is the 0. And in begin block, and here is the c variable to store the result of a and b. And next is begin block. In begin block we print first number means a, second number means b, and after that we calculate c equals to a divided by b, means here we trying to divide 20 by 0. That's why exception is occurred. Means when 0 divide, then trying to divide by 0 error, this statement will be executed. Here you can see the output of this program. Here first number is the 20, second number is the 0. Means here you can see we trying to divide 20 by 0. That's why trying to divide by 0 error will be occurred. Here you can see the output of this program. Now let's see one example of user defined exception. So first is the declare block. In declare block we declare ename and eSalary, two variables along with the one exception. And here is the data type of using type attribute. And invalid number is one of the exception. Now next is begin block. In begin block I want to increase the salary of the employee by 200 whose employee ID is 105. If this condition is not fulfilled, then cursor will goes to the exception block. It's system defined exception. But here I want to define my own exception. That's why here I added this additional part. Means if SQL percent not found, means if this record is not found, then exception will raise. Means not found is one of the attribute. After raising the exception, it will find its matching statement. And here you can see here when invalid number, then it's the matching statement of raising exception. That's why not such number exists, this statement will be executed. So it's the user defined exception. So what we learned today, the main difference between user defined exception and system defined exception is that in system defined exception, if the exception is occurred, then cursor will goes to the exception block. But in user defined exception, if the exception is occurred, then user can create its own exception and the exception is raised, and after raising the exception it will find its matching statement. I hope you all are clear with this concept. So if you have any query or doubt, please comment me in comment box. Thank you.